Shah, sorry.
Hi, welcome to Jayshree's Kitchen. We really had a little bit technical difficulty with the audio, so I was doing it and I did not realize it was not going. So anyway, I'm making salsa and I'm making brown rice. So for salsa, I have 4 tomatoes and 4 Sarana peppers. This is the Sarana peppers. And I'm putting 4 tomatoes and 4 Salano peppers. But if you don't want so hot, you can reduce to 2 or 3. So there is a boiling water right now, and I'm putting everything in. And so the salsa tomato is boiling right now. And again, I want to thank you guys and thank you for all the love and support you've given us for yesterday. And I think thank you for supporting my husband. So I truly appreciate that. Another thing, I'm going to cook brown rice. I was talking to a couple of my friends today, and I realized people don't eat brown rice because it's hard to cook. It takes a long time to cook. People don't know the benefits sometimes. Brown rice has a lot of benefits. So what I did, I took a 1 cup of rice. I'm using this rice I ordered on Amazon. This is rice select. This is rice select, brown organic Kaksmati signature variety American style basmati rice. And I will put it on the link. So anyway, so we are going to use this basmati rice. So I was boiling the hot water and I washed the rice 1 cup. I took 7 cups of water and I washed the rice and I put it in. And then I lower my temperature. I lower to the almost lowest possible on the stove, the temperature. And I'm going to let it cook for 30 minutes. So it's going to take 30 minutes. It's already like 6 minutes has gone. And you can see the rice is cooking. This is the way it looks. So anyway, so now I'm going to talk about brown rice benefits. Brown rice is so good for you. Benefits of brown rice is like there is a selenium in the rice, so it fights the cancer. There is a magnesium. There is a really the brown rice keeps you full for a long time when you eat. We usually keep the brown rice like I cook it twice a week, and we eat it for 3 days. Same rice. So really, it keeps me full. And you can see fiber benefits on our video on fiber. So really, if you are full, there is a weight loss happens because it keeps you full. So it is a whole grain. There are a lot of antioxidant. It's a low glycemic food. It's unpolished. There are a lot of vitamins. There is a good fatty acids. It lowers the cholesterol. And really, I think it's really good for you. So brown rice, really, I love it. We don't eat white rice anymore. And because of I'm cooking for 3 days, so I don't cook every single day the brown rice, and it works for me. And I hope it works for you too. And now I'm going to really talk about the salsa. Look at the tomatoes are like the skin is coming out. So you can see that it is done. The tomatoes are done. So I'm putting it over here. Um, I am going to let a little, I'm going to cook a little bit longer Sarana Peppers because it's not done. And now I'm going to tell you the ingredients about the salsa. So I'm making two kinds of salsa. I'm making one with avocado and one regular salsa I'm making. So I took 4 tomatoes, 4 serrano peppers. I took half teaspoon of black pepper. I took 1 teaspoon of garlic. I took some salt to test because I don't think without salt it might not taste good salsa. So I'm using minimum salt possible. So you don't have to use so much salt, but I think salt to your taste, but try to use minimum if you can. So I'm using only 1 teaspoon of salt, which is Himalayan pink salt. And I am using garlic powder, half teaspoon, half teaspoon onion powder I'm using. I'm using cilantro, 1/4 of the cup. And I'm going to keep my boiling water in case if I need for blending. So I'm going to check my Sarana Peppers. Is it done or not? See, I think it has to become soft. Like tomatoes are soft. Same thing with Sarana Peppers, has to be soft. And it has to, so I'm going to let it cook for a couple more minutes. And this salsa is very healthy and nutritious because there is no added thing really, except liver salt. Everything else looks healthy, so, and we eat with a lot of things, we eat with, like yesterday I made enchilada, spinach enchilada. You can eat with that. You can eat with tostadas, you can eat with tacos, you can eat with, sometimes we eat with our, I think, black bean burgers, So really, we eat with so many things, So I think I always keep the salsa in my fridge. So, and I keep the brown rice in my fridge too. So let's check now. Yeah, and I think when it's done, the color is going to get changed too. You will see that. So maybe a couple more minutes. It's boiling right now still. And rice, we have to just keep the lid on for 30 minutes. So we cannot open the rice right now. Ajay, you want to talk about fiber or anything?
So again, this is Aajay Shah, Dr. Shah. Obviously, Jayshree is taking the lead in this, this cooking demonstration, and she's doing a great job. I think brown rice is very important. Actually, I'm glad she chose the brown rice today because we all need to switch from white rice to brown rice, white rice to brown rice. And today we heard from few of our friends that brown rice is so hard to cook. It takes longer time. It requires certain preparation. You have to soak it the night before sometime. And for all those reasons, Jayshree thought that let me show everybody how easy is it to make the brown rice. And like Jayshree said, she cooks the brown rice twice or sometimes 3 times, twice a week. She cooks it in bulk, and then we save them. When I go to work, I take brown rice in the morning with me. Brown rice has many benefits, like she said. The major benefit of brown rice is the fiber. Again, fiber is one of the most ignored nutrient. As you have seen in my video on YouTube, that fiber is one of the most ignored nutrient. Fiber in rice is a soluble fiber, and when soluble fiber goes to your colon, the bacteria in colon digest that soluble fiber and creates a we call small chain fatty acid. Small chain fatty acid. It's called SCFA. And this small chain fatty acid has many benefits, including prevention of diabetes, prevention of prediabetes, even prevention of Alzheimer's disease, prevention of many cancers, many benefits of the small chain fatty acid. It even lowers your cholesterol. So again, fiber is very important for those bacteria we call microbiome in your colon and your intestine. Fiber also has a lot of other benefits, including lowering your estrogen level if you have a high estrogen level, particularly in women. Fiber also can lower your LDL, the bad cholesterol. As a matter of fact, fiber is one of the only few nutrients which has shown to increase your longevity. So when people eat more fiber, you live long. In America, most Americans eat only 10 grams of fiber. And partly that's because of Americans eat a lot of animal products, and they many times eat white rice, and many times they eat processed food which has a minimum fiber, white flour bread which has a minimum fiber. So we need to eat unprocessed food or natural raw food or whole food plant-based food, and you will get more fiber. Minimum requirement of fiber is about 30 grams per day. But like I said, most Americans get less than 10 grams per day. As a matter of fact, many Americans I know get less than 5 grams per day. And that's really, really dangerous and really alarming. We all need to increase fiber in our diet. And that's the reason Jayshree chose this brown rice. Brown rice has a tons of fiber. It's unprocessed, unpolished. So definitely start cooking brown rice now on. Get rid of all the white rice and start buying the brown rice. The price is same and it's a lot more beneficial. So why would you go with a white rice? To me, it tastes same. If anything, to be honest with you, I like brown rice in the taste more because it provides me that little full feeling, a bulk feeling. So I think I've gotten a lot of benefits of eating brown rice for the last 3 years, and I'm sure you will get benefit from eating brown rice. So again, we will go to salsa now. I'll have Jayshree continue the further talk.
And I want to just comment. I did not soak the brown rice. I did not soak. So I just took it out of the jar and just, so we really don't need to soak anyway. And so this is the peppers, Sarana peppers. You can see the colors are changed. And so we are just going to go for that. And I'm going to keep the water. So what I'm doing, I am just going to, I'm using Vitamix, but you can use any brand that will work, definitely. So just taking out I'm putting serrano and tomatoes. So I'm putting the tomatoes in the blender and serrano. And I'm going to add the onions. I think I gave you the measurements, right? And we will put it the recipe too. Anyway, so I'm putting the onions. I am putting the cilantro. I'm putting salt, 1 teaspoon of salt which I'm using. Onion powder, garlic, and I'm putting the garlic, garlic powder and garlic. I put both, and I'm putting the black pepper. And now I'm going to blend it. And if you need water to blend, you can put a little bit of water. Right now I'm not putting. If I need it, I'll put it. So I'm going to blend the salsa. Depends upon what kind of consistency you want. You can put in chopper if you don't want smooth. But I want it smooth, so I put it in the blender. So I'm going to take it out half of the salsa in this thing, and I'm going to put in half the avocado. So I'm putting avocado and I'm blending again. I'm taking out this one. And really, if you want, if you need to add water, you can just save this water and put it in. But it looks like I did not need it to do anything about the water. So when it thickens up, when it cools down, it thickens up. And this salsa can stay really for a week, very, very good. Now, this is the way it looks, the avocado one. And this is the way without avocado looks. And if you want to do in the chopper, you can do in chopper if you want chunk of things, you know what I mean? So this is my salsa. And the rice still has 11 minutes left. You know, I think I made the rice before I kind of started the recipe. I already cooked today too. So the rice is looking like this. And after it's done. So literally after 30 minutes, what I do, I strain the rice in the strainer. And I strain the rice in the strainer like this. And then what I do, I put the rice back in the same pot where I cook the rice, and I take out all the water, and then I dump the rice back in the same pot, and then I close the lid for 10 minutes. No stove on, turn off the stove, strain in the rice, take out the water completely, put the rice back in the pot, and then close the lid and let it sit for 10 minutes. And then your rice comes out like this. It's very, very tasty. It's really good for you. And we eat with a lot of things, you know. We eat with a lot of curry dishes. Sometimes we just eat it alone. We put some paprika and just stir and put some spices, and we just eat it plain too sometimes anyway. So that's the rice.
So I think let me tell you what the importance of grain is in our diet. You know, many times people say that grain is bad. There are even books written called Grain Drain. So again, grain has been blamed lately a lot. People actually want to avoid wheat because of gluten issues. So let me give you some of my thoughts on grain. Grain is as important as vegetables and fruits. Grain is an important ingredient of your daily diet. But grain has to be whole grain. And there is a hierarchy of grain, we call it. There is a nutritionist, a dietitian, Brenda Davis, and she has a great talk on hierarchy of grain. So you should listen that YouTube talk on hierarchy of grain. And again, the highest grain, the best grain are quinoa, black rice. Second best is the brown rice. So again, there is a hierarchy of grain, but grain is must. Matter of fact, there's enough data that people who don't eat grain, as long as they are not allergic to gluten, actually have a higher chance of heart mortality or dying from heart disease. So again, people who don't eat grain, as long as they don't have the allergy, they will die early from the heart disease. So grain prevents the heart disease as long as you can take the grain. So make sure you have enough grain, but it should be whole grain like brown rice or black rice or whole wheat or quinoa. Again, those are the whole grains, or is a hierarchy of grain. Also, grain has a higher density of calories per pound. So for example, grain provides you about 600 to 1000 calories per pound. So if you are active, you cannot get enough calories from vegetables and fruits, because vegetables pack only about 100 to 2 calories per pound, and fruits pack about 3 to 500 calories per pound. So if you eat only vegetables and fruits, you will not be able to make it to your 1500 or 2000 calorie. And if you are active, like I am, if you're an athlete, then if you need 2 or 3000, 2500 or 3000 calorie, you cannot get it from vegetables and fruits unless you eat like 10 pounds of vegetables. Nobody can do that. So that way you need to pack some grain which has a higher calorie density. And that's the reason I highly recommend to have a mixed diet of whole food, plant-based, including vegetables, both raw and cooked, including fruits, whether it's a frozen fruits or a fresh fruits, including whole grain, again, whole grain, cooked whole grain, and a small amount of very well-cooked beans. Again, this is the typical diet in most blue zone people who live long. You know, blue zone people do have some small amount of animal products, like fish, at times other type of meat, at times dairy, but then 90% of calorie come from whole food plant-based diet. So again, grain is very important. The reason we went through brown rice today, because I want all of you to have some grain every day in your diet to get enough calorie, to get enough fiber, to get enough, plus also there's a proof that your microbiome, the bacteria in your colon, actually thrives on variety of food. If you eat only vegetables and fruits, your microbiome will be different than if you eat vegetable, fruits, and whole grain. So again, whole grain produces growth of certain type of bacteria in colon, and we need all type of good bacteria in the colon. So again, don't ignore whole grain, don't ignore brown rice. Definitely avoid white rice, but have a brown rice. The second thing, she made salsa today. Salsa is one of my favorite things. We use small amount of salt, but you can make it without salt. But you know, all of us need to have some small amount of salt, so it's okay to have some salt. It's very tasty. You know, medium to high spicy. You can always put more jalapeno if you want to make it more spicy. Some more Sarana peppers if you like more spicy. I definitely use salsa many times just with the chickpea bread or whole wheat bread, anything which is a whole grain bread. I love salsa with it. It just serves as a sauce. I used to put cheese on it. I sometimes used to put ketchup on it. Now they're all gone. Sometimes I use hot salsa. So again, hot salsa can be a go-to thing to many dishes, including Mexican dish, even some of the American dish, Indian dish. You can even just put it on a bread and just eat it. So tonight we made brown rice and salsa. I'll have Jayshree back, see where we are.
Now we have a couple minutes left. We can check it. This is the way it looks. It's done. So you can do 30 minutes. And really, I'm just kind of draining it. I'm going to keep for 10 minutes. The lid is on. It looks like this. Keep it for 10 minutes and you can open it. And it looks like this. Thank you so much for watching. And
so again, thank you for joining us today. I'm so thankful to Jayshree for bringing us this new addition to our Facebook page now. We will be providing healthy recipes, whole food, plant-based, with no oil, with minimum salt, minimum sugar or no sugar. And we'll be, creating a lot of healthy things. Obviously, many of you eat some meat, some animal products. I highly recommend to lower your animal products as much as possible, and try to have most of your calories from whole food, plant-based food with no oil. Again, that's the best way to stay healthy. America is getting obese. We are all getting fat. I was fat one day, now I lost weight, but we all are getting fat. So we need to eat more low calorie dense food, and that's vegetables, fruits, and small amount of grain. Definitely no oil. So avoid animal products, no more than 10% of your calories. Avoid all processed meat like bacon and salami and hot dog. Those are all carcinogens. So avoid all processed meat. Also avoid red meat as much as possible. If you like any kind of animal products, have some grilled chicken once in a while or fish. If you like dairy, definitely go out for skim milk or 2% milk. Avoid cheese as much as possible because cheese packs one of the most saturated fat. Cheese also has a lots of salt. Obviously, no animal product has any fiber. So if you're looking for fiber, animal products are not going to give you any fiber. So, we are trying our best here to stay healthy ourselves. We are bringing this healthy lifestyle movement to all of you. We have now almost 10,500 followers on Facebook. We have about 2,500 followers on Instagram. We are growing rapidly both ways, thanks to all of you. Please invite your friends, invite your family members to like our page. You can easily do that just by sharing some of our posts, or you can go to your page on the Facebook and say invite, and then you'll be able to see how you can invite. You can either select all, or you can invite the friends you like. So please invite your friends and family members to grow together as a team, to get healthier as a team. We are also on YouTube. Jayshree has been putting all the videos, whatever she's making, on YouTube. So if you missed today, you can watch on YouTube again and again. We'll be posting tonight's video also on YouTube, hopefully by tonight, by tomorrow morning. We also are starting our health coaching program, which will be on from July 1st. We already have a great health coach. Her name is Anna. She is already excited. She's already learning new things. I've been trying to, teach her as much as what I know, so she can become, a great health coach. There's a health coach, a video also on YouTube, so please watch that. It explains how you can join our health coaching program, how it will work, how much it's going to cost you. So again, I'm going to leave you tonight. Have a great evening. Enjoy your evening. Stay healthy. Sleep well with this COVID-19. Keep the social distance. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. And stay well. Thank you and good night.